Well, Easter is just around the corner, which means a certain bunny is preparing to deliver an abundance of chocolate. But how much is too much, and are some varieties better for us than others?
Carly, they're very, very good questions. Before you rip the foil off another one of those sweet treats, nutritionist and dietitian Gemma O'Hanlon wants to share her insights so you don't overindulge. Here we go.
So look, chocolate does get a bad rap, and I think when we look about where chocolate actually comes from originally, it comes from the Theobroma cacao tree. Now, Theobroma actually means food of the gods in ancient Greek. So look, chocolate in its most pure form is a superfood, so we don't need to be afraid of it. What happens though when it enters the factory, there's added fats and added sugars, it's highly processed, and so that's when it becomes less healthy for us. So the key is the type of chocolate is important, how much you have and how often you have is also important.
So, let's break this down. What's the best type of chocolate to have?
Dark chocolate is the winner. So we want to have obviously it's nearly Easter time, so, dark chocolate is fantastic. It's higher in antioxidants, and they are the flavonoids, the antioxidants that actually have been linked with reduced blood pressure, improved blood flow to the brain. So there can be some health benefits here, but I think it is about moderation. It is about having it in small portions occasionally. It is still a sometimes food, so that's what we need to be thinking about.
You're sweet like chocolate, boy. You're sweet like chocolate.
But when it comes to our Easter haul, how much is too much?
The Australian Dietary Guidelines suggest that around a serve is around 3 mini Easter eggs. I know that doesn't sound like much. It's also around 3 squares, or, if you've got something like your chocolate bunny, it might be 1 or 2 ears, depending on the size. So, less is more, and good things do come in small packages. So stick to that portion. And what I would suggest is actually to pair your chocolate, your dark chocolate, with other whole foods. So, for example, if you're entertaining guests this Easter, so you might have a beautiful grazing platter with a range of colourful fruits and vegetables on there, some whole grain crackers, a bit of cheese, and then you can have your dark chocolate squares as well, and people can have a little nibble on that. Or you might like to I like to do this as an afternoon snack when I'm just after something sweet. You might make a berry parfait, and so layers of Greek yogurt, raspberries, or whatever berry you like, and have some grated chocolate on top. That's delicious. Or you could even add a little bit of dark chocolate to a trail mix, and that way you're getting the goodness of nuts and seeds in there as well. Even some homemade bliss balls that can be made using cacao powder, and it's another great way to use chocolate. And finally, who doesn't love some chocolate-coated almonds or macadamias? Now, at least with these ones, you're getting the goodness of the nuts in there, the protein, the plant protein, the fibre. It's good for your gut, and you'll get your chocolate fix as well.
Okay. Asking for a friend, can we have chocolate for breakfast?
Well, look, I wouldn't suggest it, because what's going to happen is your sugar levels are going to go up really sky high, and then they're going to drop right down. So it can really mess up your day, and you'll probably feel hungry soon after again because your blood sugar levels are fluctuating so much. So stick to your normal breakfast, try to stick to your normal routine, and then maybe have some chocolate, pair it with those whole foods, and have it in the time that you would normally have a sweet snack, like your morning tea or your afternoon tea. And don't forget to eat it mindfully and take your time and enjoy every mouthful.
And if you're guilty of overdoing it?
It's no surprise that many of us will overdo it on the chocolate at Easter. Don't beat yourself up. Just get back on track as soon as possible. And look, I would recommend clearing the chocolate out of the house. Take it to work, share it with your colleagues and friends, even donate it to a charity. But what you have in your house is really what you're going to eat. And so make sure you align what you have in the house, in the pantry, in the fridge, with your health and wellbeing goals. Fill your pantry up with all that goodness, and then you'll be on track for the rest of the year.
Sugar, oh honey, honey, you are my candy girl, and you got me.
It's good advice. Here, happy Easter. There's that, and Amanda Rim. She said she got team it with whole fruits. So nothing says Happy Easter like a mandarin.
Is that you donating to the Larry Emder Cholesterol Foundation?
There you
It's a
go.
charity.
There you go. That's lovely.
Okay, what do I do with that one, though?
That's what Gemma said to do. You had to have a whole fruit. Coming
Okay,
up,
could you put that in my basket that I just made for later?
Yeah, the rope basket, Larry, with the big black bow. Coming up, the Celebrity Countdown.